bum ba ba bum 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 ba da ba dum ba ba da ba dum ba ba da ba dum ba ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba 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 da bum 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 ba ba dum bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum. Hello everybody, welcome to our Wednesday night sacred pipe ceremony. I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman, and we are going to do ceremony. I am inside again, probably for quite a while, but in my own little foresty area. I've got tapestries of the forest, lots of green. So this is my own little indoor-outdoor area. And to make it even more cozy, we got the tree decorated, the fire going in the fireplace. So we are all set. So welcome here. I am still getting set up. So I'll try to light a couple candles so that you can see me better. I just sounded like the ghost of the spirit of Christmas present from the Muppet Christmas Carol. Come in and see me better, man. Actually, it's no M better, isn't it? All right. Wow. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. We are going to do pipe ceremony, which means I need to get my pipe out. Haha. That would help. It's kind of cool. I have this little routine now. I'm in my office on Wednesdays, so if you ever need to see me, get a reading or a shamanic healing or anything, I'm always here in my office in Renton on Wednesdays from 11 to 6, and then at 6 o'clock, this guy I kind of follow, he does, Kyle Cease, he does a talk every Wednesday evening at 6. And so as soon as I close up shop, I turn on his video and I sit here and I draw comics until it's time to get ready for this video, and I have to turn his video off to start my own video, but that's okay. And then I never worry about being ready right at 7, because it gives me a chance to kind of chat, tell you about my day or where I am, what I've been doing, and letting other people get caught up and realize that we are live. And while I'm chatting, I usually say things at the end, but a lot of people leave before the end, so I should announce things at the beginning too. Next week, Tuesday, December 13th, I am going to be teaching my Introduction to Shamanic Journey class. It's a 3-hour class from 6 to 9 Tuesday, right here in my office. It's $150, and all the information is on my Facebook, on my Perching Wolf Studios Facebook page. You can find the PayPal info and the description and all of that kind of stuff. So join me. I would love to have you join me. That same class, well, my adaptation of that class changed my life, literally. I would not be sitting here right now if I hadn't taken that one intro to shamanic journey class like 15 years ago or something like that. It was one of the first things I did when I got divorced. So, anyway. Oh, Feather's asking, how was your day? It was an interesting day. It's been an interesting few weeks. Couple of weeks at least, since the last new moon, and now we are at the full moon. Last week, on last Thursday, I believe it was, so almost a week ago, my dear friend Kathy Murphy, who's another shaman, did a soul retrieval, did a healing on me, and I just got the notes back from today, so that I finally know my brain knows what happened now to catch up with the energy I've been feeling. But it's been kind of high and low. I've been sleeping a lot, and yesterday I couldn't even open my eyes all day long. I never got off the couch. I was so exhausted. And then today, even though I got the same amount of sleep last night as I did the night before, which wasn't much, it was like maybe 5-ish hours because I couldn't get to sleep. But today I woke up tired, but I turned on the Christmas music and I dozed on the couch for a long time. And normally I come into my office around 11. Today I didn't make it in until 2:30. So just kind of doing a self-care thing. I'm really close to my boss. And so he lets me take a break every once in a while. Anyway, so that was my day. It's been interesting, and like I said, I got to draw my comics and listen to music and get some things ready for my class and everything. So it's been a good day. Anyway, so welcome. Good plan. I was like, what's that word? Autocorrect did something weird. Yes, good plan. And that, in my own life, I am reaching levels of trust and surrender that I never knew I was capable of. Like today, I came in, and even though, I was here for like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, open for readings or healings or whatever. I didn't get any clients today. And so I would sit here and I was working on my other things. And every time that fear would come, like, oh my God, am I gonna have to get a day job? Am I gonna have to do something else? Am I doing the right thing? Anytime those thoughts or those feelings would come in, it was just like taking a breath, not pushing it away, not resisting it and trying to think of something different, but actually allowing it in and feeling it. And allowing it to shift back into trust, knowing that I am in the right place at the right time. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that the universe takes care of me, that I wouldn't be doing this if I weren't supposed to. And that part of my journey right now is letting go of all those thoughts and beliefs that tell me that I'm not worth it, or I don't deserve it, or I can't do that, right? But I've been doing this since the beginning of COVID, so almost 3 years, right? And I'm still here. Everything, it hasn't fallen into place the way logistics would say, but everything has taken care of itself, and I'm still here, I'm still fed, and I love my job. I love my clients, I love my students, and I'm in the process of just letting go. Like, I'm embracing the bear. Right now is the dark half of the year. Bear has gone into the cave, and rather than fighting the dark, trying to stay awake, I crawl into the cave and embrace bear, go to sleep with bear. Oh, thank you, Feather. She says, we are better for your efforts. That makes it all worthwhile. Thank you for that. So I am embracing bear, and I am sitting with all the old thoughts, all the old beliefs that aren't even necessarily mine, right? It's like, it's the voices of my parents or teachers or society saying I can't, but I can, we can. You can do anything you put your mind to, anything you can imagine, anything you desire, you can do it. And so I've been actually picking myself up out of that mire and bog of unworthiness and what's possible, and trying to figure out how to get there, and just dreaming about who I want to be, what I want to do. And it's interesting because the other night, Monday nights, as some of you know, I do the Monday mini medicine card readings, where I do individual, like one card readings for the first 6 people who say yes, and then I pull one for everybody, so everyone's included. But the other night on that video, Lizard came up for someone, and something clicked in my head as I started talking. And as far as, you know, the whole creating your own reality, law of attraction, all of those things, we tend to miss an ingredient. And that ingredient is ourselves, right? It's like we might say the affirmations, I am wealthy, healthy, and abundant, or whatever. And we'll say the words, but if there's no heart to the words might still come true, but not as easily as if you put yourself in that place. This is the season of dreams. This is the season of miracles. This is the season of manifesting, right? Everyone has that little child within them that still believes a little bit in Santa Claus, that still believes that the holiday season is the season for miracles, right? And so collectively, there's a little more room for miracles to happen. So this is the time of the year. If you're trying to manifest something, go for it during this season when miracles happen left and right, because people believe in miracles at this time of the year. But getting back to my point, if we're just visualizing what it's going to look like, or we're just saying the words, those are important ingredients. But the most important one, there's a difference between visualizing and trying to manifest the future. There's a difference between that and dreaming the future. When you dream the future, I just had to put it up. One of my candles has some sage or something sucked to the side, and that started on fire. I had to put it out, but it's really light so that there's more light for you to see me. Anyway, so dreaming is not just thinking about the future, positive thinking, optimism. It's actually putting yourself fully into the picture. It's like in shamanism, different people, when we journey, when we go to the spirit realm, at least at the beginning, people have different ways. It's still burning. Okay. Need to get that out of there. Sorry. Technical difficulties. In shamanism, when we journey to the spirit realm, different people have different ways of receiving information, communicating with their guides, with spirit. And, okay, where did the wick go? Oh, there you are. But ideally, eventually, the whole point in doing shamanic journey is taking your whole self there. Like, it's kind of like the difference between doing a shamanic journey and doing a guided meditation. Where a guided meditation, you're not fully invested. It's kind of like, almost like watching a movie on a screen. You might be walking through, but you've got someone else that's kind of guiding you, etc. So you're not fully there. But when I do a shamanic journey and I meet, for instance, with my reindeer, Nathaniel, who is my main power animal guide, I can feel the wool in his coat. I can bury my face in his, fur, and I can smell the musk. I can use every sense. And it's like so I'm more present there, more fully present in that state than I would be in, say, a guided meditation. So when you're trying to manifest, when you're creating your future, dream it into reality. Put yourself, it's like the basic thing is to put yourself a year ahead, right? Like, who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing a year from now? Or 5 years from now? Or whatever. And rather than just thinking it or affirming it or whatever, actually take the time to sit down, close your eyes, to dream it, to bring all of your senses into it. Like whatever it is, try to visualize, not only visualize, but what does it smell like? What does it sound like? What can you hear from that place? What can you feel? Like, what are you in the grass? Are you on a hardwood floor? Are you sitting on a chair? The more sensory information you can bring into it, the quicker it's going to happen. That because you're bringing your whole heart in, you're dreaming it, you're taking an active part in crafting your future. And so at this time of the year, like I said, for myself, I'm crawling in embracing Bear in her cave and dreaming with her, actively creating these pockets of, what would I call them? It's like little pockets of realities. Like a year from now, you know, I want to be fully supported by my gifts and talents, right? And I want certain health things to resolve themselves. There's different things. And so I'm creating this reality where I'm touching in to that future self, where these things are all reality. They're not theories. They're not, oh, I hope this happens. It's like, no, there is a reality where I am all of those things, right? Whatever you're desiring, there is a reality where you have them, where it's an afterthought rather than something you're reaching for. So dream, bring yourself fully into the visualization, bring all your sensory senses to bear into your dreams. And you know, you can always start small, right? Dream a coffee into your reality. So wake up in the morning and say, I want a cup of coffee. I'm going to dream that cup of coffee. And just feel yourself, feel the heft of the mug. And smell the coffee wafting off. Feel the steam heating up your face. You can hear the sound of the espresso machine in the background. Everything, bring all of your senses into it and see how quickly it happens. You know, the other component, I didn't know this is what I was going to talk about tonight, but the other component is to really, it's kind of like when you go to a movie and you have that temporary suspension of disbelief, right? Whatever the movie's about, flying, superpowered humans, or dinosaurs, or whatever, in the context of that story, that's real. And you have to set aside what you know about this world, right? Where we are, physical 3D reality, and step into that world. It's the same thing when you're dreaming your future to create this place and take all the conditions off. Don't start thinking about, well, that would never happen, and oh, but if that happens, then I would have had to do this and this and this and this, and the pros and the cons and the duality and this versus that. Screw all of that. Take that all out of the equation. What would it be like if I could do this? What will it feel like? And that's the most important part, is the feeling of it. The feeling of the relief when it actually manifests and that weight is taken off your shoulders. That has been for me the most powerful thing for manifesting things, is to feel my future relief at the point where I realize I don't have to worry about that anymore, or don't have to keep scrambling for something or fighting or digging or whatever. It's there. The funny thing is, I kind of learned that when I was a kid. Growing up Catholic, I had no idea what shamanism was. I had no idea much about other religions or anything, but I kind of stumbled on manifesting because I was the oldest of 5 kids, And so my mom would take us all out. And the thing that jumps into my head is the state fair, because the Minnesota State Fair is like the largest state fair in the country. I loved going to the state fair. It was like so many people and sights and new things to see and all this excitement. And at the same time, it scared the heck out of me because there were 5 of us kids and my one mom. And so me being the oldest, I always kind of walked behind to make sure everyone was in line, that no one wandered off, because I would freak out when I'd think about one of us getting lost and what would happen and how would we find them and what if they, someone snatched them or whatever. And so at some point, I just stumbled across this and I just started imagining myself. It was like at the state fair and all these crowds and all my siblings are running back and forth all over the place. And I just projected myself to that night and feeling myself in bed, had the blankets pulled up around my shoulders, my head on the pillow. And at that point, I knew, because I could feel that, because I was there, I knew that everything from the point where I was at the fair until that night when I got to bed, I knew everything in between was going to be okay. And so in that way, it's like dream yourself into the future. Think about, okay, a year from now, whatever this is I'm worrying about is not going to be an issue, because I'm going to be beyond it. I am going to be greater. I'm going to be stronger. And when you do that, the thing about it is it's a two-way street. Not only are you reaching forward to find that person you will become, that person that you are going to become is reaching back to you. It's like you're taking each other's hand, and that future you is drawing you forward into that future. So normally now I would start going into quantum physics and different things, and so I think I'm gonna kind of hold it at that point. Oh, I didn't grab my drum. Hold on a minute, I need to grab my drum. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Christmas time is here. Da 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 ba bum. Da da dum ba ba da bum 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 bum. All right, so we are going to do ceremony. We're going to do the sacred pipe ceremony. And if you are new, if you've never been to a pipe ceremony or haven't seen one of mine, let me give you a quick tutorial. So this is the sacred pipe. It is a sacred pipe brought to the Lakota people, not this one in particular. The original pipe was brought to the Lakota people 19 generations ago. And by White Buffalo Cap-Woman, a spirit being who appeared to 2 of the hunters from the tribe, and she brought with her the gift of the original pipe, and then she taught the people how to use it, what it meant, and a number of, like 7 total ceremonies where the pipe was the center. This is church. This is a mobile altar. And so the stem is the divine masculine, and the bowl is the divine feminine. And so when we put it together, it's all of creation. It's the masculine, feminine. It's non-duality. It's the entire cosmos here in our hands. So it's really, if you've never been to a pipe ceremony, if you've never gotten to hold a pipe, someday, if you ever get the chance, do not squander that. Anyway, what was I going to say? So when I put the pipe together, until I take it apart, it's one giant prayer. When the pipe goes together, it basically opens the channel straight to Creator. So everything you think, all your intentions, all your prayers, shoop, go straight to the top, straight to Great Spirit. And so, and that's part of the reason why we take it apart to store it, because we put it together, it's like calling in the spirits, and it's so powerful. I don't know how to put it into words. That's interesting. Just like in a minute, I'm going to call in sacred space, right? And then at the end of the ceremony, I release that sacred space. It's kind of the same thing when we put the pipe together. It's basically creating sacred space. It's calling in, it's waking up the spirit of the pipe. It's calling in the ancestors, everyone who has ever had a pipe, ever done pipe ceremony, calling them all together. And so, just like at the end of the ceremony, we take down sacred space, release the spirits to where they were. At the end of the pipe ceremony, we take the pipe apart so that the pipe can rest, so that the other spirits can go where they, on to whatever else they're doing. It would be irresponsible and disrespectful to leave the pipe together. Eventually, to do that would be to lose the power of the pipe. The spirit of the pipe would eventually leave, because you're not honoring the spirit of all living things. You're not honoring the purpose of the pipe. And so we respect the pipe. We respect the spirit of the pipe by allowing it to rest between, calling it in at important times when it's time to do ceremony. So that's the pipe. What the actual ceremony will look like. The first thing I'm going to do is set sacred space, like I said, with my drum, where I beat my drum and I basically call in the spirits, the elements, to hold space around us, a high vibrational space, so that we can let our own guards down, because we know we're protected, and we can focus on our inner work. Then I'm going to light some sage and smudge everything on my altar. Then I will do a prayer asking permission to put the pipe together to smoke at this time. Then I will put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. And during that, I say prayers, and those prayers are out loud, so you'll hear those ones. Then I have a song that my guides have asked me to sing before each ceremony I facilitate, so I will sing that song at that point. Then I will light the pipe, and I will blow breath blessings into the 4 directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, in a circle for all our relations, straight up for Creator. Then I will sit momentarily with the pipe, the stem to my head and the bowl to my heart, for a moment of silent prayer. Then I will come back and I will relight the pipe, and the first thing I will do is take a great big puff, and I will blow it straight at my camera. That is a prayer, that is a blessing coming from my heart through the smoke of the tobacco, and through the magic of the internet and the holographic universe. That blessing goes through my camera and out whatever device you're watching this on to your heart. So at that point, think your biggest thoughts, pray your biggest, bestest prayers, set your biggest, bestest intentions, because that is the point, that is like kind of the pinnacle, that's the peak energy for you personally. And then I will continue to blow breath blessings for some of my own intentions for other people. And then once it feels complete, I will say another prayer, I will sing a song, and I will take the pipe apart again. And that will be the end of the pipe ceremony part. And seeing as I already talked a really long time before ceremony, I'm kind of thinking I'm probably not going to say a lot afterwards. So, but I might. You never know. My guides start chatting in my ear, and I have to say things. So we'll see what happens. But anyway. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is call in the spirits to hold that beautiful, loving space around us. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Oh. All right. Here we go. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of this earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Oh. Grandmother, grandfather eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tawabin, Shaunadusi, Magikiwis, and Wabus. There is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo cap woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, yo. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, yo. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, yo. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. Thank you for our lives. Thank you for your guidance, your light through the tunnel of the dark half of the year, as we find ourselves lit from within, dependent only on our connection with you, not from the outside world. Thank you for who we have been, for who we have become, and for who we are becoming. Aho. Ihi-la-ihi-o, 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 ihi-la-ihi-o. Oh. Oofda. I just wanted to say that I do my pipe ceremony almost every day, right? And it's always so powerful. But I just want to mention that when we do it here together, you might think you're just observing or you're not really taking part. But not that it's any more powerful than when I do it on my own, but it is there's a different, it's so powerful in a different way. It's like the power of connection, the power of oneness, which is what the pipe, you know, in Hollywood they call it the peace pipe, right? That's what the pipe is about. We join the pipe together as we join our lives together, and we breathe the same air, we pray the same prayers. So anyway, I just wanted you to know that even if you're just watching this, your energy is still a vital part of this circle. And even if you're watching this after the fact, next week, next year, 10 years from now, your energy is a vital part of this moment. And you're, like I was talking about earlier, about manifesting, reaching to your future self, and your future self reaching back to draw you forward. If you are in the future from when this is live, you are still reaching back with your energy, and we can feel it here and now. So thank you. So before I release that sacred space we set up, I just wanted to remind you that I am here. Visit my website, perchingwolfstudios.net, and you can see the readings, the different shamanic services I offer, the classes. Oh, and next week, next Tuesday, December 13th, I am going to be teaching my Introduction to Shamanic Journey class right here in my office, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It's $150, and it changed my life when I first took it. Like I said earlier, I was talking beforehand, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be here right now if I hadn't taken that first shamanic journey class. So it literally can and will change your life. Not only will, you know, the first half is more kind of lecture, what shamanism is, where it came from, why it happened, blah, 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 all of that, what a shaman does, who a shaman is. And then the second half will actually teach you the technique that shamans have used for over 100,000 years. We call it shamanic journeying. And it's where with the beating of the drum, that repetition of, or with the rattle, that repetition of sound that entrains your brain waves to a theta level where you can access and have direct revelation. You will not only learn the technique, but you will meet your power animal. If any of you wanted to know what your spirit animal is, this class will teach you how to not only find out, but be able to interact with them, get guidance from them. So please join me. I am so grateful to have been called to this path. It is so powerful. So there's that. Also, like on my Facebook page and such, I have a number of, like I said, I'm a cartoonist. I was drawing comics before we started. I've got a number of comics and graphic novels. This is kind of my journal. This is from years and years ago. I've got a second volume I'm working on. But it's like a comic journal of my life. And then I have a couple of coloring books. with the animal spirits, animal spirit alphabet. And each letter has an animal you can color, and there's a poem, an ABC poem that goes through the whole book. And then I have this, the 12 Totems of Christmas, where I took each of the 12 days of Christmas and figured out who would be the totem for the gift of that day. So 10 Lords of Leaping, we got penguin, leaping, and then a little bit about the medicine of penguin, what it can help you with, etc. So, and I've got a whole bunch of other ones. I will have the link in the description under this video when I share it to my Facebook page and when I upload it to my Perching with Studios YouTube channel. So if you came in late, or you want to watch this again, or you want to watch one from a couple of years ago, you can check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please like my videos. That helps me get up higher in the standings or whatever. And I guess that's it. So, yeah. So thank you again for joining me. Let's release them spirits. Spirits of the earth. Spirits of the air. Spirits of the fire. Spirits of the water. Spirits of the upper world. Spirits of the lower world. Compassionate spirits of the middle world. The Fae. The spirits of the land. The ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Oh. All right, my friends. Yeah, and Nadia, I will bring copies. I've got a whole bunch of copies of my coloring book. In a week from tomorrow, if you do know how to do a shamanic journey, we have a shamanic journey circle every third Thursday that you're welcome to come to again. We're going to have it in my office now, and I will have copies of my comics and coloring books here. If you're local, you can come see me to pick up one or two. If not, there's a link in the description under the video where you can order them. So thank you so much for asking, Nadia. All right, so thank you for joining me. I love this time together. I really, really do. And I appreciate all of you for joining me. So until I see you next time, know that I love you, that I see you, that I honor you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, everybody. Go shining. Bye.